Oh, I'm live. Okay. Hello, fam. What's up? I'm going to take a drink of water here. I've been doing some success calls today. So I just wanted to hop on here. It's been a minute. It has been crazy busy here in a great way. So as you come on, I want to know who you are, where you're from. I want to see some of my DealMachine fam. And even if you're not DealMachine fam yet or are not, I still want to say hi and see how things are going. Things have been so great here. We have a ton of new things that I want to touch on today to get you guys up to speed with all things DealMachine. But please say hello, drop where you're at right now. I want to get to know everyone. I am in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you don't know who I am, I'm Elise. I am now the Director of Community Experience. Super excited. And what that means is you may have seen me on our social media. I run our social media and communication with our community through the community group. If you're on the community group right now, hello. But yeah, drop a comment. I want to talk about a couple things today, and I will go through my list. One, we will be having weekly lives. Again, I know there was a little bit of a MIA moment with me. I was trying to just make sure that we were bringing you value through these. And so we're actually going to be doing, you'll be seeing some new faces come on the lives. So we have some trainers now, and I have some links for you guys if you are interested. I'm going to drop them here in the comments. Hello, who are you? Because I'm sure I know who you are. Things are rocking and rolling here with us in Dallas. I have an idea of like a handful of people that this could be, but I want to know who you are. Thank you for logging on. It's so good to see you. All right. So I have a couple of links to give you guys. By the way, I've had some great success calls today that I'm super excited about. I have been trying to post them more in the community group so that way you guys can see them and the webinar. Oh, it's Manuel. Okay, speaking of success stories, Emmanuel is a success story. I will have to drop his success story in the link here in the comments because him, Denise, and Louis are great. They're a dynamic trio and they are growing their team. It's amazing. Love it. If you're in the Dallas area, definitely connect with them. Let me actually see if I can pull that up. I'd love to hear who else is on here. There's 15 of us on this right now. I'd love to hear who else is on here. Let's see here. I keep saying here. How is it going, Emmanuel? I want to know how is that deal that was like, how long did you guys drive for? Like 4 hours away? I hope that it was worth the 4-hour drive. Couple of things. So we now have live trainings, and that was a little bit of a reason why I kind of went off. We have these new trainings that you guys can sign up for their webinar, and they're actually where you can talk with the trainer. So we have Dakota and Dan. All right, we got Robert Moore here. Oh, that's a lovely picture. We got in Marietta, Georgia. I don't know where Marietta is. Is it near Atlanta, Robert? Because I know people in Atlanta that you should definitely connect with. Ooh, yes, Emmanuel locked it up in Victoria, Texas. All right, I'm writing it down. Emmanuel, we got to do a video on that if you're up for it. And how was Denise's birthday? I also want to know about that. Yes, locked it up. 9K. That's what's up. Congratulations. Louie, what's shaking? Can I just say thank you, Louie? You have been commenting on our YouTube videos, and I very much appreciate it. And it makes my day because it makes me feel like, you know, it's very self-conscious to like put out some content and not know how everyone's going to like it or not. So Louis, thank you. Okay, you are by Atlanta. Awesome. Yes. So actually, Sean usually hops on here, but I will go to our Instagram if you could, Robert. It is, I will put it in the comments. It's at DealMachine app. Shoot me a DM. And I will connect you with a couple of great guys that are in Atlanta. We actually also just had, I would check out Robert Van Harris and his wife, Catherine. They're in Atlanta. They did a webinar with us. We actually have their replay up too that you can check out. They moved from, oh my gosh, where did they move from? Pennsylvania, I think. And they're in Atlanta right now. So definitely a really great market. I'm excited to have you along and hear about your journey. That's exciting. All right, Emmanuel, I will definitely reach out and we'll talk about the deal in, what is it, Victoria. Love it. Okay, so a couple of things. I want to get these links for you guys. So we have, if you are just starting out with DealMachine and you are doing the street engine. Hello, everyone who's on right now. If you are just coming on, I would love to know where you're from. I'm Elise. I'm with DealMachine. I am the Director of Community Experience. We will be doing these lives more often now, but I'm just, because I miss you guys so much. I miss connecting with everyone. But we've had some great success calls like Emmanuel's that I'm really excited about. So let me pull these up. So this link right here that I'm going to drop is for Street Engine training. If you're just starting off with Street Engine, definitely get on this training. It is live. It is with a trainer to go over how to get your first deal with DealMachine Street Engine. And what I love about this is you actually are on with a live person like this, but what's great is that you actually get put on as a co-host. And so you'll actually be able to talk one-on-one with this trainer if you have any questions about, things like that. And then we also have a a training about getting started with wholesaling and how wholesaling works. So I will put that in here as well once these send out. We got Adrian on here from Cleveland, Ohio. I lived in Kent. I went to Kent State University in Ohio. So Cleveland, love Cleveland. Actually miss Cleveland a lot. So that's awesome. Nikki, hello, friend. Good to see you. All right, so that is the live Street Engine training. I'm going to now give you the wholesaling training that we offer. I'm going to blow your mind here. It is free, my friend. It is free. Those trainings are free. We do offer them to our members for free. So we just want to make you successful. So David's really invested in these trainers that are just dedicated to doing these and making sure that everyone has a great experience and your questions can all be answered. All right, we've got David here from Fort Smith, Arkansas. I love it. This is also a great place to network with one another in different markets, things like that. So definitely feel free to just, even if you don't want me to give you a shout out, which I probably will still, definitely put in where you're from, because this is how a lot of people have actually connected through, just to know where you guys are from. So we have people in here from Atlanta, Dallas, John, we appreciate you, because I want to have, if you don't know already, definitely go subscribe to our YouTube channel. I do success calls with people who get deals with DealMachine, and I love getting to meet you guys. So I want all of you to, I want to meet you all. Well, post-pandemic, I'd love to meet you all as well at, all the things. But I would love to just connect with you guys, and we want to help you get your deals. Like, we want to help, kickstart your business if you're just getting started out with REI. And if you already are, help you scale that. I talked to two brothers today. It was a great conversation, Ken and John. And actually, they were wanting to build a team of drivers, and they were putting together their own onboarding pack for their drivers. And I was like, oh, wait, don't do that yet, because we have a landing page that you can customize to bring deal finders in and have an entire training portal that we made. So that way you don't have to spend time onboarding drivers, which I'm so glad we mentioned it because I would have hated for them to have put all of it together. But so excited just how our members are growing. They started, when did they start? They started middle of last year, I think, because Ken had lost his job to COVID. And John was like, hey, bro, literally brother, we need to do this. And they did, and they locked it up for, I just want to make sure I get the number right. They locked up their first deal with DealMachine for $38,500. They're in the New England area, like crazy. And then I just spoke to another gentleman, Michael Harris, who did 7,000 plus the flipper is going to let him list it because he's a real estate agent. Y'all are amazing. Blow me away. Located in Atlanta. Is this Sean Hudson? Who is this? Dorsey is in Kansas City, Missouri. I know, actually, Dorsey, if you want anyone to connect with, I know a great guy in Kansas City. I believe he's on the Missouri side, who actually has done a webinar with us, and I'm doing another success call with him here soon. But he is a great guy. DM me on Instagram if you want me to connect you guys, because he is a great guy. Does at least 5 deals a month, and he drives for dollars for fun. He actually was doing one of his onboarding calls with one of our success managers, and he was driving for dollars while doing the onboarding call. And get this, he had been mailing this house, okay, for I don't know how long. He drives past it. It's on fire because it's a vacant house. So he gets out of his car and he walks towards, as the firefighters are putting out this fire at this house he's been mailing to. And he's going to contact the owners again. Like, that's what he goes, that's what happens when you have a vacant house just sitting there. We got Sacramento, California. Definitely have a ton of people in California. South New Jersey. Hello, Linda. Welcome. Sorry, guys. My throat is dry. I've been talking a lot. So I dropped some of those links in there. I also am going to drop also, if you did not know already, we have SMS now. It's called Message Engine. You do have to go through a training to sign up for it. Oh, Dorsey, are you in our Facebook group right now? It only tells me you're in Facebook. But if you go to our community group and I'm in there, just shoot me a DM and I can get you connected with him. His name's Ryan. We got Miami, Florida. Definitely know a lot of people that are in South Florida and Miami area. Oh my gosh. See, I get so excited and then I start going off topic. Message engine. So we have texting now. You have to go through a training before you get going. So that way we make sure that you know the whole kit and caboodle, how to get set up, and then you can sign up for it if you feel like it's a good fit for you. So I'm actually going to drop that link in here too for you guys. So this is for the message engine. That's our texting platform that is now open. Let me put engine training. That is not what I copied and pasted. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay, sending. We've got King Deal, West Haven, Connecticut. Okay, I don't know where that's at, like in Connecticut, but I know, like I just talked about the brothers that were on here, or that I just did a success call with, and they're in the New England area. So definitely be looking out for that call. But welcome, King Deal. Love it. So glad you guys are here. Couple of things along with that. We are now on Clubhouse. Who's on Clubhouse? And if you're not, I'll send you an invite. But go ahead and follow us. So I am at DealMachine on Clubhouse. And I did a room the other day with David and Dave, the Daves. So that's our CEO and CTO. And we had a great conversation with some people wondering about DealMachine and everything. And just so if you're coming on right now, you are more than welcome to ask questions about DealMachine. While we're on here, I'm happy to share my screen with you guys to show you how to work something. If you have a question, shoot me a DM, Walk by Faith, and I will send you an invite. But so excited to be on there and get to talk to you all. Please feel free to raise your hand and come up on stage to talk with us. I love being able to get to know you guys. Sorry, I'm getting slacked over here as well on my computer. But if you're just logging on, again, please tell me where you're at. I'd love to hear where you're at in your journey with real estate investing. Has anyone gone driving today? So some of the other things I talked about, message engine, we do have planned route mode now on for professional and enterprise engines or plans for street engine. So you can actually have your route planned out for it. So it'll actually, you like put a list in there of houses you want to go check to see if they're distressed, and it will route you to those houses in the most effective way. Everett, Washington. Oh, who did I just talk to that was in Washington? Kevin, I'll have to see who it is. But definitely if you're in the Washington area, feel free to network with Kevin. Nikki, been getting bad emails and phone numbers. How can that be fixed? Nikki, shoot us, if you could shoot us a support message with those ones that are bad or mark them as bad, we actually can reach out to our data providers to look into this. I apologize that they're bad. You know, with skip tracing across the board, we've compared ours with others too, and they're all about like 60 to 75% correct. But I did just skip trace a lead that didn't come back with anything before, and I trashed it and deleted it permanently, brought it back, and actually now our new skip tracing gave me like 10 numbers. But one of them did end up being the someone answered and they knew about the house, so that's good. 100. Okay, thank you, Nikki. We will make sure we get that taken care of for you. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. I appreciate it. Oh, John's in South Jersey. Someone else just said they were in Jersey. Did they not? South Jersey. I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited once the pandemic's over that we can all meet up, do meetups. That was the plan, was to do meetups, DealMachine meetups. But now we have Clubhouse that we can do DealMachine meetups. I'm really excited about it. Who's loving on Clubhouse? Kevin, how do I view what routes I've already driven? Great question. I will actually pull up my screen here. So route tracking is on our basic or our professional and enterprise plans. So you have to have those enabled to see your plan or your tracked routes. I'm in an other account, so bear with me. Please, like I said, any other questions you guys have, definitely happy to help out. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me share this. What's up? Lift weights in real estate. I like it. Send me a deal to close today. If I had one, I would be calling that myself. I'm telling you, man. I actually just did, I've been talking to the guy behind my house because there are some rundown ones. You'll find one today. I'll speak it into the universe. Lift weights in real estate will get a deal today. Sending it out there. All right, sharing my screen here. Okay, can we see this? All right, here's my screen. Okay, so to see where I've driven before, so if you're just, if you're on basic plan, you can't see it on the actual map, but you can go to your driving tab. And then it's going to show you a preview. I have it in list mode, but you can click it so that it gives you a little preview of where you've driven before. If you want to see it, if you're on professional or enterprise, you can actually have it to where if I go to my maps, and pardon the slowness, my computer fan is like going 1,000 miles per hour. Let me see here. Put some, go over here. So here's where you can see all the routes you've taken. So you can see that these are yellow. I think I have to have red. So what that means is that the green are most recently driven. The yellow are ones that are 6 to 12 months old. And then if they're over a year old, they would be red. So you see, I have quite a bit of yellow here. I have quite a bit of yellow everywhere, actually. Does that help, Kevin? John, go ahead and send me a DM and I will see if I can get you a Clubhouse invite. George, thanks for tagging a friend. Hustling in Colorado. Where in Colorado? Are you in Denver area? Love your whiteboard. Oh, thank you guys. I know this is my 2021 vision statements. I am powerful. I attract wealth. I am strong and I am creative. King, I want to hire my kids and little cousins to bird dog for me using the app. How much should I pay them? Ooh, that's a good question. So there would be probably 2 ways I would pay them. Actually, we just posted a video of a gentleman who pays his son, who's 10 years old, to go driving with him. And every house he puts in that's qualified, or if he closes a deal on a house, he pays him $100, but half of it has to go into savings. I love this. Please go check out that video. It is great what he's teaching his kid. And I love that you want to hire your kids and little cousins. So I would say 2 ways. You could pay them per approved lead, which you could pay them like $1 per approved lead. Or you could pay them, you know, whatever you want per approved lead. What approved lead, you have to make sure they realize is it's a house that you approve, not just them adding houses and every house they add is $1. And then you could do a bonus if you do close on one, or you could do hourly. If they're high school, college age, that usually is pretty hot with them to be paid hourly. There is a video on David and how he pays his drivers. But for family, I will tell you right now, King, I've only hired family and friends for drivers. And I have always gone with commission. And let me tell you, it doesn't work. Unless they have, unless they're really committed, they end up falling off after about, probably the longest I've had someone drive is like 2 to 3 weeks. So I would definitely probably go with one of the 2 first ones. The last one, just I told them I'd give them half of the deal when we close. And it didn't come very fast. And so they fell off and they stopped driving. So that's how I would recommend getting people to be motivated. You could even tell them you treat them to a dinner or something. I'm not quite sure how old the kids and cousins are, but you can kind of you could vary in it. Again, totally check out that video. It's Brian and Kendall that just posted yesterday, and he talks about how he pays Kendall, and he makes him put anything he gives him, he has to put half in a bank account, and the kid's 10 years old. And he's so excited. I asked him what he looked for in properties. It was a great conversation. Definitely highly recommend it. Hello. Hey, welcome to the show. We got Orlando in the house. You're very welcome, Kevin. Again, any questions you guys have about DealMachine, happy to show you guys some things that we have going on. Colorado Springs. I actually have a friend in Colorado Springs, hot market. Are you mailing, cold calling, I just got off the phone with a couple of guys that did mailing and cold calling. I'm telling you, you all teach me so much about this industry. Any connections in Miami to learn to start? You know what, L2 James, shoot me a DM on Facebook or IG. I will try to find some people in Miami. I can think of one right now, but I will try to connect you with more. Mailing, calling, knocking, the whole kit and caboodle. That's what lifts weights and real estate does. I love it. I love the commitment. I love the follow-up. I think the biggest, I can't wait to hear your deal because you're going to get one. I told you it's coming. It's out in the universe now. I'm excited to hear about it when it happens because it is going to happen. Arbor Ryan joined. Hello, friend. Welcome. Welcome. I'm Elise. I'm here to help you guys and tell you what's going on with DealMachine, to also give you and help you with anything DealMachine related. If you have questions, I have my account up pulled here. I can show you what's going on. If you have questions about certain things. Something I wanted to share today too, just because I want to give, like I said, I learned something new from our community every day. Something I learned today from Rochelle, one of our CSMs, is one of our members, instead of writing a thank you note, when you close with someone, you want to write them a thank you note for trusting you, with trusting you to take care of them and to take care of their problem. This gentleman has a mailer ballpoint letter, handwritten ballpoint letter that is customized so that he can just send that after he wins a deal. He can filter by one deal, find those deals, and just send a thank you letter out. I was like, that's brilliant. And that saves money because I hate to admit it, like I do not get my butt over to the post office to mail out letters very often. So to have it be sent through DealMachine, it's the handwritten ballpoint letter. That's just brilliant. Then you don't have to, pay for all the other things. Ooh, new map highlight updates are very nice. I'm so glad you enjoy them. I also love them. If you don't know about highlights, definitely get on that. It helps you to figure out where you want to drive. I know a lot of people who are like, I don't know where to drive in my area. Go here, go to highlights. It's on your map. And then I would also just recommend making some presets. And with presets, you can add multiple filters in there. So I have one that's absentee indie, and I can apply it. And that just means that they're absentee owner. They haven't sold in over, I think I have it for 5 years. And you can do this down to like equity. Maybe one of your buyers wants a certain number of units in a building. You can filter it by unit count, but I can see where there's like a good handful that I can go and drive and check out to see if they're worth adding. Sorry, guys. Gotta stay. Gotta stay hydrated. I got you. I'm so excited. Some other things, if you see the new message engine right there, that was kind of what I was talking about before. What are people, aka your friends, doing to find deals in the Colorado Springs area? So actually the friends I have there aren't in real estate investing, but I would definitely, I'm trying to think of who I have in Colorado Springs real estate wise. But are you driving for dollars? Or are you list pulling? Oh, you're driving for dollars. You just talked about the highlights. My bad. That was on me. What other questions do you guys have about, tactics, calling? I just talked to another, I know I keep saying I just talked to, but I love talking if you couldn't tell. Yes. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I would just say what you're doing is great. Consistent, keeping it consistent and doing that. I'd love to keep up and chat to see how things are going. How many leads are you putting in a week? That's another thing if you guys don't know about. I was talking to a gentleman. He's on the West Coast. He's in California. He's in Southern California. And he said he has to get in probably about 2,000 properties to get a deal. Now on the West Coast, their spreads are bigger. Like I mentioned, he's actually going to be listing it as well as he got an assignment fee. But in the Midwest area, you could get, 300. And that's kind of the mark we say, 300, 250 to 300. But on the West Coast and for higher market areas, it's probably around the 1,500 to 2,000. And you can actually do this in your account. So we set it up so in your dashboard, when you're setting up your goals, you put in what area, where you live, and we pull from that area how many leads you should be adding a month. I will say, I know that some people may not be used to putting in goals or anything like that, but we tried to set it up so that way it can tell you what you need to do to reach the level that you're wanting to in real estate investing. Okay, well, I pretty much told you guys all the updates that we have right now. I'm trying to think of others. But like I said, in the comments, I've listed, our live trainings. They're free to our members for how to get a deal with the DealMachine Street Engine, how to wholesale. And then also we have the message engine training if you are interested in using us for SMS. Super excited about that. I've been sending out some. But please stay, if you are on Clubhouse, please follow us. I'm going to try to create another room. We do have a webinar next week too. So don't miss out on that. That is also where we bring on a guest who uses DealMachine, and you get to come on and ask them questions, which is super exciting. Plus you get to see us and hang out with us for about an hour. So really excited about that. But thank you guys all for logging in, and please feel free to go to our Instagram, reach out if you need anything, but hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day and happy deal finding.